What's up, guys? Gator here, grilling with Gator. Been a bit since I've put out a video. 4th of July weekend here, so we're going to be doing smash burgers on my Ninja. But today we're going to have a little different. We're going to do some smoked mac and cheese, and we're going to do that on the Ninja first. So first things first, you're going to need a pan. This will fit, but this is a 11 3/4 by 9 3/8 by 2 9/16 inch deep pan. But for it to fit, brought in the grill plate here. You know, it shows that it fits, but when you close the lid, because I've done this before, it doesn't fit. So what we got to do is I'm going to fold these edges down. Just the way it's going to have to work. And that's the only way she's going to fit. And then I'm going to put her in on I will end up, because this is tin or aluminum. I am going to put this down with my these edges can stay out because it does fit that way. But I am going to put my grill mat down on it as well. So first things first, we're going to start with 3 cups of milk. We're going to put a pint or 2 cups of heavy whipping cream. Okay. I know it's a lot of liquid, but this is all this is all going to be we're going to do this at 275 in the Ninja for. It's going to take about an hour and a half to 2 hours. We're going to have to stir it every roughly half hour. Okay. Cheese wise, I've got about 4 cups right now, but I've got a little extra because I'll put some in at the end. Right now I've got 4 cups of both Marble Jack and Sharp cheddar. Notice that I grabbed the block because we don't want to use the bag cheese, because that's gonna that's got the coating on it so it doesn't stick together. Well, we want it to, so we're gonna fresh grated the cheese. We're also, mac and cheese, we want to put a little bit of I got some Cajun seasoning in here. We're going to get that in the mixture. Stir that all up. Give it, otherwise, mac and cheese gets a little bland, even with the smoke. I mean, the smoke's going to help. And the one thing the stirring is going to help with, number one, you want to stir it anyways, but while it's smoking and stuff, stirring it's going to churn up new spots for it to smoke. So we're going to end up definitely doing pellets like twice to make sure that it's smoking the whole time. And this is going to be this has been described to me as an insane amount of smoke the first time I did this. So we've got our Cajun seasoning in there, and just pour 1 pound of a box 16 ounce 1 pound of pasta. I know some people like the elbow. My go-to is the rotini. It's got a little bit more surface area for that cheese to stick to. Get that in there. Okay. To that, we're going to take a half a stick of butter. We're going to distribute some butter around here. We're going to add another one of the cheeses we're going to put in there is some cream cheese. We got a brick of cream cheese. Very cheesy. Definitely not a healthy alternative. I mean, but it's gonna be good. It's gonna be cheesy. Get this in. And last thing we'll add is the cheese. So, like I said, I've got about 4 cups of cheese here. I've got 2 different kinds. I've got Marble Jack, you know, which is a Colby and Monterey Jack mixture. And I got sharp cheddar. I think I said that already. And get that in there. We want to get it incorporated down because, you know, if we would just leave this just like this, and especially if you don't tend to it soon enough, it's going to be a crusted, smoky, borderline burnt cheese on the top. And that's also a reason why we're stirring it every half an hour. So we're going to get that into the mixture. Get some cheese down in that. You're going to have some, but again, also, especially when you're stirring it and stuff, that's gonna be some smoky goodness. When don't worry if it looks a little. I won't say. I hate to use that word burnt, but especially we're going to be mixing it and stuff, and as you stir it, it will get done. So from here, we're going to go out to the smoker. Got it all incorporated in there. We're going to give it a little bit more Cajun over the top. Nope. Went too far. There we go. So you want that. Now you can also, if one would want, and I was going to do a video on that, and I will do this again. I was going to do a smoked lobster mac and cheese, but that'll be a video to come. Okay, so back in a few minutes out at the smoker. Okay, here we go. Unlike some of my other videos, I am going to let this go through the preheat and everything. Got my thing of pellets in there. As I said, I'm using my griddle plate partly because I'm also lazy because I'm going to do smash burgers right after this. So, griddle plate's in there. I'm going to turn it to smoker. We're going to go to 275. We're going to set a timer on this, but right now it's set at 2 hours. I'm going to put it even longer than that. I'm setting it for 3 hours because, again, every half hour I'm going to come out and I'm going to, let's get this thing started. So I was going through the ignition process. So yeah, every half hour I'm going to come out here and give it a stir and stuff, and like I said, after an hour and a half, then I'm going to add some more cheese, probably about another half cup to a cup of cheese in there that I'm going to go in and shred up as give it a little extra. So okay, be back in a few minutes after it's gone through the ignition process. Okay, we're almost through the ignition process. You can see that smoke just rolling. I've got my grill mat that I remember in previous videos I bought one of those just oven grill mat things and kind of cut it down to the size of that way I can put metal apparatuses on top of my grill plate. So again, aluminum. I also have ready to go, even though remember, these pellets burn out about every 45 minutes to an hour. So I've got another one. Oh, there we go. We're ignited. So we're going to put in there. Ooh. I've got now. This thing is pretty heavy with and not real sturdy. So what I'm doing is I have a little pizza peel, as you can see. Help me out. Right in. So there we go. Smoking away. Half an hour from now, I'll come out every half hour, 20 minutes to a half an hour, I'm going to be stirring it. So, back in a bit. All right, it's been about 25 minutes or so. Let's give her her first stir. Like I said, she's going to look a little, that's very dark cheese. It's very dark. But, it's all right. It's not burnt. That's some good, you'd think of that as char, but yeah, we're going to stir it on up here. Get that all mixed up. Incorporate it in. And good mix. Okay. And away we go. Back down. Back in another 25 minutes or so. Alright, we're back. It's been another 25 minutes. Now I'm also we're going to check and stir it, but I'm also going to check my pellets here. I didn't do it on the last video, but I put them in there, but I did not show you guys it. I said I had some pellets. What I'm doing is instead of just hitting the reignite button each time I'm stirring it, I'm just taking a handful, because they're still smoldering, and just topping that off. Just keep that smoke rolling. All right, so let's open her up. Let's see what we got. Oh yeah, darker color. It's starting to thicken up a little bit. See how she's thickening up, getting some nice smoke in there, and that cream is thickening up. We'll hit it with some extra cheese here at the next step, and then there's one last final step that I like to do that I did, and we'll add some more cheese on this at the next one, and let that go for a few more minutes. But about 25 minutes or so till the next time. All right, be back in a bit. All right, been another 25 minutes. Whoa, man. Wow, is that looking good. Got my cheese here. Got my little holder. Oh yeah, thickening up nicely. Oh yeah. You can see that smoky flavor getting in there. Not burnt, definitely smoke. And a little longer to stir this time. Whew, glasses are starting to fog up. Looking good. I don't think I'm going to be putting any more chips into this one. So I'm going to do two things here. I'm going to put some more cheese, and we're going to stir that in. And then let it go for about another 20 minutes. But I'm still saving a little bit of cheese, because at the end I'm going to, after the next one, I'm going to turn it to air fry and put the cheese on the top and leave it on the top. Turn it to air fry, and then we're going to crisp up that cheese. Have a nice crusty top. And some people, you could do multiple things. Some people, like panko or something like that, crumbs, crushed up Cheez-Its. I did not do that this time on this. See, look at that, luscious. This is gonna be so good and decadent. Looking so good. Get that in there. And probably about another 10 or 15 minutes. It's going to be done, and then we'll throw it on air fry for about 5 minutes. And we're good to go. It's back in a few. Okay, it's been about 10 minutes or so more. I'm going to take the remainder of my cheese. Oh, looking so good. We're going to take the remainder of the cheese. spread that out. Across the top. And I did, full disclosure, I ended up doing, like I said, most of that, well, both blocks of that sharp cheddar and a block and a half of the Monterey cheddar. So now we're going to take this, get it all over it there. I'm going to close the lid for a minute to get that melted in there some. And then we're going to turn, I'm going to turn the smoker off. And then I'm going to turn it to air fry and let it air fry for about, at whatever, I think it's like 390 or whatever, the air fry temperature. I'm going to let that go for maybe 5 minutes. Just enough. Once that cheese gets melted there in here, probably about another, 2 or 3 minutes for that cheese, that cheese topping I just put on. Then I'm going to turn it, like I said, turn it off, turn it to air fry. I will bypass the warm up because it's already, warm. And then I will, for about 5 minutes. That way I'll the cheese that I just put on that will have melted. Well, then we can crisp that up and have a nice crisp top. Okay, back in a few. Okay, it's been like 2 minutes, 3 minutes. I just picked up the lid. I mean, I'll do it again real quick. I don't want to let all the heat out, but it's melted. Nice cheesy top. So we'll try and turn this off. We're going to turn it back on, and we're going to set it to 5 minutes. And then we're going to keep on holding that. Or let it go for 5 minutes because it is going to be heating up. Now you can see that fan starting to kick in. Super. So as she's heating up and then just going, we're kind of air frying it at 200 and some odd degrees. As it's going to keep warming up and keep getting hot air, blowing hot air to crisp that up. All right. Back in a few minutes when we're done here. We're in our last minute here. Again, you can see, especially turning to air fry because that fan is kicking on. You can see that smoke that had been going is really just being pushed down on that crust. Like I said, about 40 seconds here. I've got my pizza peel because, again, that thing is going to be super hot. It's going to be super hot and super, but and heavy, so I don't want to end up losing it. So I just found this little pizza peel. It works really, and honestly, for something like I love that, using it anyways, but it's just a nice, be able to, an oversized spatula, be able to make sure I can carry that those tin foil or aluminum pans or whatever without them crinkling. All right, 3, 2, 1. All right, big reveal. Here we go. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, you can see the crispiness that we got on that. Nice. And carefully lift up. Oh yeah. Alrighty. Alright. Inside I go with it. I'm going to end up, I will do a taste on it and stuff, but I'll be honest. Like I said, I'm doing smash burgers later, and this is going to be part of the meal. So I'll do a taste test, and then it's going to sit in the oven, in the warming in the oven while I do the smash burgers. Back in a minute. All right, back inside here. You can see it's had a chance. It was pretty bubbly and stuff. I don't know if you can hear that. Kind of a crisp skin we got, or the crisp top on it now. I'm just going to get a little bit on this corner here because, again, this is for family side here. See, it's Mmm. That crisp cheese crust on the top. Smoky. Rich. Decadent, I would say. Again, give this a try. And I'll be doing this again for a video for again next time. I'm going to be doing a lobster mac and cheese, but this works great just as a side, just on its own. For grilling with Gator, this is Gator. Happy cooking.